Do you want to grow your own food? If you are looking to start a vegetable garden this year, then you're going to need to get yourself some plants. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 10 different places that you can get plants from so that you're able to choose the option that's best for you. Hey, I'm Nadia at Embracing Harvest. If you are into local and seasonal food, then you'll want to subscribe to this channel. So you're looking to start a vegetable garden. Growing your own food is a fantastic way to eat locally, and your own backyard or balcony is about as local as it can get. There's a number of things to consider if you're starting a garden, like soil, sunlight, accessibility, all sorts of different things. But today's video is all about actually getting those plants. I'm going to start with some of the more popular choices and then move on to some of the places that you might not have thought of. Option number one are going to be big box stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, grocery stores. Those are all places that might have a garden center pop up in the spring. It might be already attached to the store and just closed down over the winter, or it's something that they put outside in the parking lot. There's all sorts of different ways that they can set that up, but those are very convenient options if you are already shopping at those stores to begin with. Option number two is going to be garden centers, and that is another really popular, really common choice. I find that the more you get into it, the more you're going to start to go to the garden centers. One of the reasons that I feel like that's better than the first option is selection. Usually they have more. And you'll also typically get more knowledgeable staff there, especially if the people that are working there, that is their passion, that is their focus, that's where their career, their work life is focused on. So if they're not super interested in it, they might not be as knowledgeable. The third choice is going to be farmers markets or farm stands. And I love this choice because I am so passionate about supporting local growers. I grow a lot of my own food, yes, but I definitely support local farms as well. A farmer that is going to sell you plants are usually ones that they grow themselves, so you know they're going to work in your climate, and you know that they are going to be grown well because they understand how to start strong, healthy plants. It's also really nice if you happen to have an organic grower near you, because if you are interested in growing organic food and you don't want to put a lot of synthetic pesticides, fungicides, all sorts of nonsense like that on your vegetable garden, then if you buy from an organic grower or an organic farmer, then they are often going to sell you organic starts, organic plants. Your next option is going to be plant sales. So horticultural organizations, churches, schools, any nonprofit like that, they are all game to be setting up plant sales in the spring. What's really nice about this option is that you are able to support a cause that is important to you. So if you want to support your kid's school, or if you want to support a church, or if you want to support whatever nonprofit it is that they are fundraising towards, by buying plants from them, you know you're helping a really good cause. So this is a really nice option if that's important to you. What you'll want to do though is, if you want to choose this option, I would say start looking now. So start looking to see when they are. Usually they're over the course of a weekend or maybe a couple of weekends, but they're not typically going to run all year because these people have jobs, they have other things that they do. This is not their full-time gig. So look on Google, just look for plant sales near me or something like that, and see when they are. If you happen to miss it, just throw it in your calendar for next year so that you know to look a little bit earlier next year. The fifth option is Kijiji or Craigslist or any of those sort of online buy and sell marketplaces. This is really good if you don't have a lot of other options by you and you don't have plant sales, you don't have stores that you can buy from, or maybe you don't like the selection there. Kijiji and Craigslist is totally hit and miss. I can't tell you what's going to be good or bad near you, but I've actually had some pretty good success here in this avenue in the past. And what's nice about it is that you can get to know maybe another grower in your area, and they might actually have some more unique varieties, which can be very cool if you want to try out some of the different varieties that you might not be able to find in some of the more conventional options. The sixth option are garage sales or yard sales. So this is kind of like the last one, Kijiji and Craigslist, but what's different about it is that you can go and browse. So usually someone that sells their own plants, I've seen them actually set up maybe a Saturday or a Sunday or a couple weekends early on in the spring, and they just say, come by, I have my selection, and they have it all just on their yard or on their driveway or something like that. And you can go and browse. So it's nicer in the sense that you don't have to feel committed to buy anything if you don't know, because you're never going to know the quality, right? If you buy from someone that doesn't necessarily have any experience in this, or if you don't know if they have any experience in this. So having something that you can just go and pop by and say, hey, what do you got? Then this is a nicer one in the sense that you have that flexibility. If you don't like it, you can always just leave. Option number 7 are seed catalogs, and not all seed catalogs will have plants to buy, but definitely some will. So just a quick Google search for seed catalog will bring you hundreds of choices. What's nice about this is that if you live really remote, or if you want some more unique varieties, then this one will give you the flexibility of choosing whatever you want and having it shipped right to your door. Personally, I like to use this option for some types of perennial herbs that are a real pain to start from seed, and for fruit trees and fruit bushes. I am able to get all sorts of crazy varieties that I've never seen in any of these other options that I'm going to tell you today. So I'm able to get really unique varieties. I can tell the strain, I can tell all the information about it, I can do my research and get them delivered right to my door, which is very convenient. Next one is going to be using friends and family. So this one is great because oftentimes it's free if you know, maybe your grandparent, your parent, your child even, they are into growing their own food. They may be more than happy to give you some of their extra plants. And if you let them know early enough, maybe they even will plant some for you. But this is a really nice one for that reason. Oftentimes it can be free if they have extras. And it's also really nice because you can kind of develop that bond with that person. So if someone else in your family or a friend of yours or coworker even that maybe you don't have the strongest relationship with, or you just want to enhance it, then this can be a really cool bond that you guys share together, and you can talk about your experiences and just the whole gardening thing. And it's really nice to have someone that you can talk to about your experiences and share all of that with. Option 9 are going to be Facebook groups, and this is something that I've personally never used in the past, but I definitely know they are out there. There are lots of different groups that have like seed swaps or plant swaps, or they just simply sell them. And this is nice because it's kind of like Kijiji in that sense that you can buy maybe some more unique varieties, but it might open up more options for you. I find some people are really just into selling things on Facebook and don't tend to go to those like Kijiji, Craigslist options. So you can typically find different people, sometimes the same people, but maybe different people that you couldn't find on the other option. So again, this is going to really vary by area. I can't tell you if this is going to be a good or a bad option from you, which is why I'm giving you 10 choices so you can see what's best for you. But if you've never even looked at this choice before, then you might want to explore it. And my last option is going to be not to buy plants at all, but instead grow your own plants from seed. And this is something that I do most of the time. I grow most of my own plants from seed. If you are just starting, this might be really intimidating and you might just want to go the plant route, and I totally am 100% supportive of that. I did that for many years. But if you want to get into different types of varieties and just really having that whole experience of seeing something from seed is very cool. So if that is something that you are interested in, I will link up to some of my other videos where I go through how I start plants from seed. So which of these options are you going to choose? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know that this is helpful for you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more on growing locally and eating seasonal food. And I will see you next time.